Hey, welcome to the Bluejay Banter Postgame Show, postseason edition. What a game is all you can say. I'm sure many of you out there gave up a couple times. What an effort. Jays win. They blow them out in the second overtime, and they're moving on to Sweet 16, moving on to Detroit to take on Tennessee. We want to just shout out to our sponsors right off the get-go: Care Miners Home Health Care, Equitable Bank, West Pacific Dental Group, and Rod Jewell and his team at Mass Mutual Central U.S. Just wrote a couple notes down here about the game, and then Mac, my producer, and I will head on in the locker room, get some interviews. You'll see those up next, and also a word from Rod Jewell and Mass Mutual. So, Worst Call, sponsored by Equitable Bank. We take banking personally. They are the bank of Bluejay Banter. Check them out. Two great locations, one on Pierce Street in Elkhorn, which is a new cafe-style bank. You're going to love it. And then also the original Equitable just north of the Schwab headquarters or the Bank of Bluejay Banter. They take care of you, and they do answer the phone on the first ring. So check them out. That's Equitable Bank. Worst call, I thought, was Steven Ashworth late in the game. I got a rebound and got shoved, and they called it on him. I have no idea what that call was. Mac, with two different times during the game, almost got a technical. He was so upset with the referees. Tony Chiazza was one of the refs. Saw him in a bar yesterday. What for what that's worth. But he's been a Big East ref and has been a thorn in our side. But he really didn't make the bad calls tonight. It was the other guy that we'd never seen before. But that's the Worst Call of the game, sponsored by Equitable Bank. Unsung Hero, sponsored by Care Miners Home Health Care. They've been with us through the entire season, been our title sponsor. We want to thank Jim and the gang over at Care Miners. If you ever need anything to do with caring for your injured or ill or senior loved one, let them know. They will take care of everything you need, and you will have great peace of mind. So check them out. It's careminersnebraska.com. Unsung Hero now. I'm going to give it to Jay Green. He was fabulous, had the big dunk there in the second overtime. He came in and gave us great effort. But I don't want to overlook Mason coming in late in the game and really playing some pretty good defense. And he had been sitting on the bench for quite some time, and he came in and played some great defense. But I am going to give it to Jay Green, and that's sponsored by Care Miners. Just game recap, sponsored by West Pacific Dental Group. They're my dentist. Check them out. Dr. Hogan and his staff do such a great job, so check out West Pacific Dental Group today. We just couldn't throw it in the ocean tonight. We had so many good looks. We got exactly what we needed, and we just couldn't get the shots down. And that was just unfortunate, but we hung in there somehow, some way, and got the job done. We out-rebounded pretty good in the first half. Second half, though, we kind of got taken to the boards. It was difficult to cover Cousinard on that pick and roll, very similar to Devin Carter from Providence, same kind of thing. And we eventually, though, went to that trap, I thought, in the first overtime, and that really helped a lot. We went to the trap with Kalk trapping the guy, whoever was guarding, whether it was Trey or Baylor, and that really threw them off their game on that play, and they really didn't know. Well, that was a great wrinkle by Coach Mack. And want to tip your hat to Coach Mack on that one. All right, so anyway, they're on to Detroit. Have no idea. They're going to play Friday, Sunday. Those are Friday, Sunday games, so Good Friday and Easter Sunday. If we win Good Friday, we'll play Easter Sunday. We'll play a very, very good Tennessee team. But sometimes you got to have a game like this along the way to get you going and get you through and get you over the hump. And you've seen it many times with guys that get to the Final Four. They have a game like this, and that's what happens. So I hope you enjoy the interviews. You're also going to see a message here from Rod Jewell and his team at Mass Mutual Central U.S. And we will be with you again probably Monday at Bluejay Banter, so check us out, and we'll recap the weekend and look ahead to the next weekend. So enjoy and go Jays. No matter what financial circumstances you are in, Rod Jewell and his team at Mass Mutual Central U.S. are here to help protect you and your family through the many changes that happen in your life. Rod Jewell offers a total financial needs analysis that can include fee-based financial planning, investment advisory services, retirement needs analysis, estate strategies, employee benefits and retention strategies, and business continuation strategies. You can reach him at 402-343-8319 or email him at rejewel@financialguide.com. The views and opinions expressed are those of Bluejay Banter LLC and program participants, and not necessarily those of MML Investor Services LLC. Rod Jewell, CLU, CFBS, CLTC is a registered representative and offers securities and investment advisory services through MML Investor Services LLC, member SIPC, address 100 South 5th Street, Unit 2300, Minneapolis, Minnesota 55402, telephone 612-333-1413. Rod is domiciled in Nebraska. Bluejay Banter LLC is not affiliated with MML Investor Services LLC. We're here with Assistant Coach Steve Merfeld. What a game, Murph.
Unbelievable. I mean, it was just, I thought, it's almost like that Seton Hall triple overtime win. You had it won, you lost it. You had it won, you lost it. And, the perseverance of these guys, just incredible.
Yeah,
so proud.
And none of that, we all know Dana very well. And you don't see when his teams lose when he's up by 4 with a minute to go. It just doesn't happen often.
No.
Just because he knows how to handle those situations.
It's unbelievable what the guy does around tournament time. His team is obviously better than an 11 seed, but they had injuries all year long, and that hurt them. But he has his team every year ready for March, and that's certainly a credit to him and his staff.
Well, credit to the staff and the team because he couldn't throw it in the ocean.
Yeah.
In the first half, especially.
Man, we had good looks too.
Yeah, I was shocked. I would say on 90% of the possessions, we got exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, and that's you're going to have nights like that. Thankfully, when the game was on the line, so to speak, we did execute beautifully and made shots. And obviously, you could single out probably 8 different guys that made huge plays during this, but let's give a shout out to Jasen Green. He was tremendous.
He was our unsung hero tonight, man.
For sure.
What a game.
Yep.
And I thought Mason sat on the bench for a long time, and at the end of regulation came in and gave us some good minutes there down the stretch.
Yeah, that position is so important to us that we get production out of them. Whether it's Mason stretching the floor and knocking in a 3 or 2, or Jasen Green, I don't know how many rebounds he had, but those are extra possessions, and those are huge. His putback dunk probably broke their back tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No
doubt.
We're up 6 at that time,
I
think. So.
But I thought it was a great move by the staff when you had pretty much we just guarded that pick and roll, and then we went to the trap. And that really threw them off their game there for like 3 possessions in a row.
Yeah, it did. And we got a couple breaks, so they kind of messed up themselves.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you get a team out of their rhythm and make them rush a little bit, and that's what we were able to do. So, Kuznard hit that Devin Carter 3, and I was like, holy shit, here we go again.
Exactly what I wrote down. I said this was just like guarding Devin Carter on the pick and roll. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
But, hey, we killed somebody with bench points tonight.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, that's a good
like
thing.
5-0 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But wow,
that's all you can say.
Just gotta take a big breath and get ready for next week. At least you got an extra day.
Well,
that's good, right?
And you said it. We got an hour and a half to get to the bars. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Appreciate it.
Great, Murph. Francisco Farabello is here. Congratulations! What a game.
Thank you. It was fun.
Probably a little stressful to that last minute of regulation, but then we were just talking with Murph, very similar, Devin Carter and Kuznard, as far as guarding the pick and roll, right? You were out there a lot guarding him.
Yeah, incredible talent. He knows how to get to his spot, and it was tough. He's a big reason of why they were here. We made a little adjustment, especially in the overtime, to try to trap him.
That really threw him off their game.
Yeah, and make him pass the ball. So I'm glad it worked.
Yeah. And the difference between them and Providence is not that they have a good center too, but this guy is really good.
Yeah.
And so
that
it was tough because Kalk's caught in between. Do I go out or
he was good
lob,
he was good. Yeah, he was good at throwing him in the lob too. So it was hard. But
what about the atmosphere tonight? What about the fans, huh?
No, great. I mean, we know how the Bluejay Nation is and how good they travel, and I mean, we're gonna see them in Detroit. That is even closer to Omaha.
You haven't had a chance to process all this yet, but what's it like going to Sweet 16 2 years in a row?
I mean, as you said, I don't think we realize how big and how important it is for the program. But I mean, we're very happy. We're very excited. We're gonna go home tomorrow, get some rest, and then start preparing for Tennessee.
Yeah, at least you got an extra day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One last thing. How was it during the first half? You guys were, you're getting everything you wanted. It just couldn't throw it.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that if we played at our pace and we shared the ball, we were gonna get open looks. But as you said, like, ball was going in and out. So it's kind of frustrating. But one thing that this group has and has been very important for us is just sticking together. Adversity. The adversity of today was that one. Like, we were missing wide open layups, wide open threes, but we stick together.
Yeah, great game. Thanks, friend.
No, thank you.
All right. Huh? Ready? All right, we're here with Ryan Kalkbrenner. Wow, what a game.
I mean, that was a crazy game. I mean, to have a double OT game like that in March, where it kind of felt like both teams were about to lose it and then force another overtime. So that was awesome.
You had you had an unbelievable task tonight. Number one, going up against the big guy and then trying to guard that pick and roll as he came off it with Cousinar.
Yeah, I mean, it put us in a tough spot. Dante is really good at catching those flip-ups if you stay up too high on the ball screens. If you don't come up high enough, Cousinar was really good at hitting those shots. So put us in a tough spot, but we did just good enough to move on.
It had to be frustrating for the guards. I mean, we were getting everything we wanted in that first half, and we just couldn't throw it in the ocean.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how it goes when you shoot the ball a lot. I mean, I trust these guys to make every single shot they take, but there's a big credit to them that when they weren't making shots, it didn't affect how they played the game. They still played with the same energy and the same enthusiasm and the same joy that they always play with. So, I'm just really proud of those guys. And, they miss a shot, so what? I don't care if they miss a shot. I just want them to shoot the next one.
But you showed a lot of confidence right from the get-go down there against the big guys. I mean, you went at it.
Yeah, I mean, he was a handful. It was tough when I can't I got to stay on him so he can't get deep post catches, but I also got to go challenge shots, and I think that's where he ended up getting a lot of his points when I went and challenged the shot, and he got the offensive rebound. So credit to him for putting himself in those positions to get those rebounds and put them back.
What about Jay Green with the big back-breaking dunk there in the second one?
Oh, man, I'm so proud of that dude. He's just done everything right all year long, and you can just tell, like, in practice you'll see flashes of him just doing something great, and you're like, just at some point this year he's going to do something, and he did. He had an amazing game against UConn, helped us get a big win there. He had an amazing game, and like even beyond that dunk, he was getting offensive rebounds, he was getting defensive rebounds, drawing fouls all over the place. He was awesome. I'm so proud of him.
The three. I knew that was going down, by the way. The second you were there, I thought, this is going down.
Oh, no, I knew it was going in when I decided to shoot the ball. Man, are you kidding me? Yeah, I practice that shot all the time. So
I know you do.
I don't. Yeah, I don't take a ton.
You were nails from the free throw line today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't take a ton of threes during the game. When I shoot them, I believe they're going in. And, Mac and all my teammates are just telling me, like, shoot that thing if you're open. Like, they believe in me more than I believe in myself sometimes. So, it's awesome playing with these group of guys and just giving me confidence to shoot that.
We're up like 4 at that point, I think.
Yeah, 3 or 4, something like that. A little cushion, one possession game.
Thanks, Kalk.
Thank
Good
you.
luck in Detroit.
Appreciate it.
We're here with Jasen Green. What did you think of that game?
I mean, that was probably the craziest game I've ever been a part of, to put it simply. I mean, just offensively, defensively, double overtime, crazy plays happening left and right. I mean, that was just a crazy game to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, you've obviously been around Omaha forever, and I was telling one of the coaches, it's not often Dana loses a 4-point lead with a minute to go. It's usually the death nail.
Right, yeah.
And that's
very
it was
true.
like an incredible comeback.
It was. I mean, we did everything we needed to do. We made the big plays when they counted, and I mean, we were able to come out on top, and at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters.
What did it feel like to have the back-breaking dunk?
That was probably one of the craziest feelings I've ever had. I mean, especially in the game to go to the Sweet 16 against a crazy talented team like Oregon. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it was like I could kind of tell Trey was going to miss a little bit short and the ball was going to bounce over, so I kind of timed my jump perfectly, and I was able to put it in before Dante could get up there to block me.
Yeah. Your journey this year with the wrist. I mean, did you ever think you'd be in this position to make an impact in a sweet, game to go to the Sweet 16?
At the beginning of the year, I knew that like by the end of the year I was gonna be able to make an impact like that. But then I broke my hand, and I was kind of iffy about if I was gonna be able to get the experience I needed to have Coach trust me to put me in situations like these. But I mean, I stuck with it. I did everything I needed to do, and I mean, if you look at what just happened, it turns out that he trusted me when it mattered, and I was able to produce the results. So.
Well, I think he's going to trust you a little more in Detroit because Tennessee's got some big dudes just like you.
So. Yeah. I'm going to be ready for him. I'm going to be ready.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Where is Steven Ashworth? Had to feel like in the first half, are these shots ever going to fall for all of you? I mean, you were getting great looks.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting wide open three-pointers. I remember one of them, I just dribbled down and nobody guarded me, and I was like, I have never had this happen ever, and I couldn't get it to fall. And so we just had to keep that mentality and that mindset of let it fly. It's our motto. It's what we live by, and win or lose, we're going to go out shooting, and that's what we did tonight, and we're just super proud of the guys sticking to it and trusting our training, honestly.
And that's funny because there was a play where Trey, I think you passed the ball to Trey, and Trey got it, and he was like, in the first half, he's like, wait, there's no one here. Because we haven't had very many nights like that where we've had that open. What was the difference, like, once we got to the overtime, the first overtime, okay? We got a lead, and, of course, it was – then they hit the three. What was it like in the huddle in between?
Yeah, in between, it was really just the mindset of, hey, this is going to be fun. We get 5 more minutes to play basketball together. We really live in the moment. It's never guaranteed, and that's the way you got to live life. That's the way you got to play hoops. And so there was just a joy in that huddle that we get to play more basketball. And I think it showed in that second overtime with how we played loose. Kalk's letting it fly from behind the arc. Yeah. Jasen Green with the putback dunks. Like, that's just the joy that this team plays with, and it was super fun to be a part of, and just glad that we were able to deliver in the second overtime.
Well, right. And then right away, early on, they started following you, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if they read the scouting report.
Yeah, they must have. They probably should have sent a double
one
team.
That just kind of hung.
Yeah, that one was my grandpa up the stairs touching that one in for me. So love you, Gramps. But yeah, I mean, there was just some shots that I don't know how they went in, but they did. So.
Baylor hits the big one. Oh, he's done it all year.
Yeah, give the ball to 55 and get out the way.
Yeah,
because he'll deliver. He'll deliver.
You ever been to Detroit?
Just on layovers, I think. But my younger brother served his LDS mission there.
Oh, okay.
So he was actually praying this whole tournament that we'd win our 2 games so we could go back. So maybe that's why that last free throw went in.
There it is. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So happy for you, and let's go. We're a third of the way there.